Welcome to the Dave Palma Show, the podcast that revives, restores, and awakens your innermost capabilities.
You have the training and the talent to succeed, but do you have the guts to fail?
I love what I do. When you love what you do, you want to be the best at it.
Today is about the power of you. You will change the world.
Find your path to success through the journey of those who have succeeded. And now, your host, Dave Palma.
Hi, welcome back to the Dave Palma Show, and this is the relaunch of, probably Series 3, because I've had another relaunch before, so here we go. Today I have a special episode. I have with me an entrepreneur and one of the top music producers and composers in the industry, and has a life-changing project called 100 Days Challenge. He's an undeniable legacy within the music industry, and having worked with Nicki Minaj, Katy Perry, Snoop Doggy Dogg, his work is current and also features in films and Netflix series. Working at such a high level, his life has brought challenges, money problems, and lessons he's eager to share with you. Marcus Bell Aka Bellringer, welcome to the Dave Palma Show.
Thanks so much for having me. So good to be here with you.
Pleasure to have you here, Marcus. Pleasure to have you. And I'm kind of like, well into music as well. I had a cousin that sadly passed away in December last year, but he was an international DJ. So he interviewed a few sort of big stars. He had his own radio show as well. So sort of radio as a run of the family of music.
So you're carrying the legacy.
Yeah, carrying it on. But so it's so great to really start this first episode of my third series, if you like, with such a great guest like you, with all the work you've done. But obviously, life wasn't great. Everyone has their ups and downs, and you certainly had yours. We're going to talk about how you got into the 100 Days Impact Challenge, because that's been going strong. It's been going for how long, Marcus?
Yeah, so we launched the 100 Days Impact Challenge on January 20th. Okay,
right,
so
okay.
Around the same time that Joe Biden here in the U.S. got into office.
Yeah. So that was good.
Right. and so basically the 100 Days concept came from the Roosevelt era.
Oh, okay.
When Roosevelt got on the radio and said and declared the 100 days to take the country out of the Great Depression. Yeah. And so that started the tradition where when a president comes into office here in the States, as soon as they start, their 100 days starts. Right. And with that 100 days, they try and get as much as they can done. Right. Yeah, so because it is said that sets the tone of their 4 years or 8 years, however long they're able to stay in.
That's right. Office. Yeah. Because I've seen, they always say, right, let's measure the 100 days after the US president's been in office. There's always that measurement of the 100 days, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the media always puts that 100 days in.
Yeah. And so the 100 Days Impact Challenge, 100 Days with a Z, Impact Challenge, came about out of this group that is called Wealth and Impact Bootcamp. It's a program that I created to help people go from success to significance, and it helps entrepreneurs and coaches and influencers and politicians and so forth. And around the time election was happening, I challenged that community to elect themselves. Right. Yeah. And so when I was looking at, what are all the components of someone electing themselves, right? You have to have a platform, right? If you and your listeners were to take on electing yourselves, right? You would have to have a platform. Like, what are you standing for? And what are you going to do in your elections, and your elections being kind of like your life, right? Yeah. And so here's 100 days for you to re-elect yourself. Yeah. Right? Right. I see. Re-elect yourself and take 100 days and get after the most important aims for your life, the most important aims for your, if using this metaphor fully, right? The most important aims for your platform. Yeah. Right. I see. Yeah. Like that. And so that's where the 100 Days Impact Challenge came about. And so what I saw was when I put on forth that challenge, I checked in because I do a webinar every month with that group.
Oh, okay. With this.
Yeah, with that group.
Oh, okay, yeah.
With the Wealth and Impact Bootcamp group. And so I came back on and asked, well, how's your 100 days challenge going, right? And one woman got on the webinar and said, oh my gosh, it's completely shifting my health. I took on a health challenge, and my health has gotten improved because I have Lyme disease. And my doctors are saying, oh, your health is getting improved. What are you doing? And she said, the 100 days challenge. Then there was another participant that said, you know what? I've never done this before. I don't even know what my mama would say about me, but I raised all this money. I've never raised money before for a project in Haiti. And I'm flying out next week to Haiti to do a project there, a cleanup project there.
Yeah.
And so, and then a musician came on and he said, you know, when COVID happened, I stopped gigging, I stopped performing, and I was kind of in a slump, and, you know, I had to rebuild my repertoire and all of that. And I took on doing 100 days, going live on Facebook, playing my instruments, doing songs, and rekindling my repertoire. And this has actually changed my life. And so when that happened, I said, okay, so Dave, you know, when you see that something is working, you don't stop doing the thing that's working.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Right? You want to build upon it, right? You want to have what is working work for others. And so that's what I decided to do, was to go public with it, right?
I see.
And say, okay, let's make this available for everyone. Because this is a system. It's 100 days system. And now it's 100 days movement, right? And it's a system that's based on neuroscience and behavior science and psychology and high performance and some of the best practices used by top athletes, top of field entrepreneurs, you know, relationship gurus and experts, and all of that specialized knowledge is actually housed in the 100 Days Impact Challenge in the way that is designed to help people meet their most important aims.
Wow, well, that really sounds fantastic. I mean, I'm an ex-athlete myself, and obviously now I'm coaching, doing some life coaching in other areas as well, especially resiliency. That's where I specialize, which involves a lot of neuroscience, because it's the way the brain, the chemicals in the brain will make you, you know, use that part of the brain which helps you push forward with those goals. You know, the chemicals involved, like dopamine, and you probably know.
Absolutely.
So it's all related, and it's all down to the thinking, you know, and the goals you put in for your vision and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, what type of athlete were you?
Track athlete, actually. So I competed in the Olympic trials in the UK, British Olympic trials, a long time ago, but around the time when Michael Johnson won in Atlanta. So I did the British Olympic trials, I was 800 meters, so that was twice the pain that he went through.
Got it.
Yeah, so I was a track athlete, also a run, I suppose, but I rubbed shoulders with the best, so that was pretty good.
Gotcha. Yeah, we've actually had a couple of Olympians on the 100 Days Impact Challenge.
All right.
Inner Circle.
Right. Yeah. Wow. Well, that would be great. Yeah. I mean, I was around them.
Yeah.
You need to get Sherry. What's her name? Carrie or whatever. The 100-meter runner. the one that got banned. I forgot her name now.
Oh, I'm not sure.
All right. Okay. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Olympics. You know,
that's next Friday. So the good thing about the inspiring thing about the Olympics is that anyone can watch it and they just get inspired, whether it is they do sports or other things, because it's what they say is the biggest show on earth. You know, and that's why you always have a big party at the end with the bands. Probably not this time because of COVID, but you know.
Yeah. And the thing about the Olympics, you know, that it's a demonstration of, you know, our human journey a bit, right?
Yeah.
Because the thing about the Olympics is not just the sport, it's the story behind the athletes, right? That
that's right.
The context, when you really get what it takes to actually get on that type of stage, right? That is so inspiring because people go through all that they go through in order to make that happen. And that's a part of the great. It's just like the X Factor or American Idol.
Well, that's right, yeah.
Or like that, right? So it's not just that is a great singer, right? It's what's the story behind the singer. And so the 100 Days Impact Challenge, creates that story.
Yeah.
Once someone achieves their aim at the end of the challenge, right? They have that opportunity, and we get a chance to acknowledge them with the ceremony, actually. And say, hey, congratulations on making it through your challenge. And so the challenge is a bit gamified. So there are people that get awards when we do our big launches and things like that.
Yeah, we're talking about stories because let's focus on you, Marcus. You certainly, me talking about working with resilience and bouncing back. You certainly had some ups and downs yourself in your life, and you lost a lot of money. I think you got into some huge debts. Tell us your story. I mean, even before you got involved in the music business, how did you kind of like your humble beginners begin to get involved, and where did this bounce back came after you ran into that, and how did you run into it?
Yeah, well, I've not known anything except for the music business.
Yeah.
So I actually started in music when I was 2 years old.
Oh well. Yeah, that's.
So I started playing piano when I was 2, and my parents noticed that I had this ability to focus for long periods of time on things. So they would put like rocks or pennies, it didn't require a lot of things. I could take something and just play with it and focus my attention. And my father, as I've been told, said, hey, why don't we try him on piano? So they got my grandmother's piano from another city and brought it in, and I took to the piano. And, usually when a 2-year-old gets in front of a piano, what do they usually do? What do you think that they do?
Yeah,
they start banging on the piano, right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. They want to play with it like a toy, which obviously is...
Yeah, they want to play like a toy. They want to play like a drum, right? So I have a 6-year-old daughter, and when she was 2, I saw what she did on the piano. And
I have a 6-year-old daughter as well, actually. I've got a 6-year-old daughter, and I bought her a piano, an electric kids piano, for her birthday, just gone, actually.
Wow.
And she did exactly that.
Yeah.
So,
but that's not what I did.
all right, okay.
So when I was 2, I would press the notes and listen for the notes and be very intentional and play few. And so I was a child prodigy. And so I was fortunate that my parents noticed early this ability. And so the piano led to me picking up other instruments like the saxophone and bass and drums. And so by the time I was 8 years old, I was writing songs. By the time I was 9, I was recording and producing, and I got paid for the first time, as a music producer. And then I started a record label when I was 12. And so over the years, what I experienced was, oh, wow, there's this huge possibility inside of music. Like I realized, oh, I could do this. Right. Yeah. When I got that first check, I was, oh my goodness, I got $120. I'm 9 years old with $120 for creating this Whitney Houston playback that someone couldn't find. But then what I discovered was, okay, I got to figure this thing out, because when I started my record label, back then there was like cassette tapes and CDs. And so I would go into a record store and I look on the wall and I say, oh my goodness, I see posters here. I have to go get some posters. So I was fortunate. I had some mentors that were my early investors. So I go back to my mentors and say, hey, I need to get some posters because I see that they have posters in the record stores, right? And so I was fortunate to get involved in the entertainment industry early and entrepreneurship early, and it took some time for me to figure it out. And so when I went to Berklee School of Music in Boston, to their music business program, and they had studios and some of the best musicians in the world that I was able to collaborate with there, I started then to invest in myself.
Yeah.
And I believe in investing in what's in between the ears, right?
Yeah.
Investing in our minds. So I'm constantly taking trainings and working on personal development. And at that time, I started investing in equipment so I can make my music sound better.
Right. And this is how old you then?
Say what now?
How old was you then? What age was you then?
Oh, I was 21.
Okay, yeah. So
I was 21.
it's around the time when you just discovering what route you're going to really take in life, really.
Yeah, and so the credit card companies
said, I want my money back. No, I'm joking. No, I'm just kidding. No. It's important. This is an important part. Probably where you got in debt, yeah.
Yeah. So those credit card companies really like college students, and I really like the credit card companies because they became my investors. So Chase Bank and Discovery, and so I would get a
very easy trap to get into.
Oh my gosh!
If you don't use those cards properly.
Oh my goodness! And so I hadn't developed that capacity in terms of personal finance and all of that at that juncture. It was like free money, right? That I could. So basically, the credit card companies became my investors.
Right, I see. Yeah. So that stage, you thought it was pretty good. Going, all this money's coming in. I don't mind, but obviously with credit cards, it's high interest rate and a lot of other stuff going on.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. They don't really teach you in school. They didn't teach you at Berkeley how to really manage your resources.
Yeah.
How to manage debt, and really how to produce value in the marketplace. That's something that I had to discover on my own. Because there's a big difference between learning how to play an instrument or how to sing or how to songwrite or produce or how to do marketing and so forth. There's a big difference between that and being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And so and having people that you work with and managing teams and all of these types of things. And so I had to learn and discover that for myself and finding people that were really great at those things. And so again, back to personal development and taking courses and so forth. So I'm a ferocious reader.
All right,
and so once I saw, well, wait a minute, I'm $75,000 in debt. How am I going to get out of this? I better learn finance because this is not going to go well, right? And I'm having to call home and ask for money because I didn't know how the rent was going to get paid, and I'm living in New York, and it's expensive in New York, and
of course,
all of those things.
Yeah.
And so
you was around still early 20s, 21, 22, 23.
In my 20s, So I realized, oh, well, wait a minute. I was taking this course and I saw for myself in this course, wait a minute. You know what? I have to communicate my value. That I had to unlearn some things.
Right.
So, and I train people that go through my programs around this. One of the things I had to unlearn was that my time is equal to money.
Yeah.
That was a trap.
Right.
So people would say, oh, how much is it going to cost for studio time for an hour?
Yeah.
Right? So time is money.
Yes.
Okay, well, $40 an hour or $50 an hour or even $100 an hour in relationship to the value that I was providing at the time, right? It was completely undervalued because I didn't get at that time that, that I have time and money collapse together, right? And because I've been producing so long, I move very quickly in the studio. Yeah. So within 3 hours, someone could come in with nothing and then 3 hours later have a song that can go directly to radio, which has happened before, right?
Yeah.
And so if I'm able to do that, right, because I spent decades acquiring this skill and I'm valuing that at $40 an hour as opposed to $4,000 an hour,
Yeah.
as opposed to $40,000 an hour,
Yeah.
right?
But
And see, and that sounds wrong, doesn't it?
well, it does.
How
Yeah.
much
But
do you charge? $40,000 an hour, right?
but the thing is, anyone can say, "Oh, okay, I want to change my rates from $40 an hour to $4." As a coach, I could say, well, lots of coaches do that, I suppose. Because if you make a name for yourself, you can easily do that, and if you're in demand. So, is that what happened to you as a producer? You suddenly had demand, or?
Well. Here's the thing: it's not about demand.
Okay.
It's about understanding your value.
Okay.
And when you disentangle time as money, and then you focus on money is the value that you provide, the help that you are, the specialized knowledge that you have, right?
Yeah.
Then we don't even talk about hours anymore. There's not even a conversation about hours.
Yeah.
Right? The conversation then becomes about a result that someone is looking to achieve and how much that is valued.
Yeah.
How valuable is that? How valuable is a hit song for a recording artist? I have friends of mine that have had one big hit that they've been living off of for 20 years.
Wow.
How
Well, that does
valuable
happen.
is
That does happen, doesn't it?
Yeah. How valuable
And then
is that?
sometimes, there's a remix of that version, from 20 years ago or even longer.
Well, not just remixes, but covers.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah,
it
or
gets
covers
covered.
even, yeah.
Sometimes it
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
sampled. Sometimes
Yeah, exactly.
it gets used in
Yeah,
a
exactly.
movie, and all of a sudden it has a new life, right?
It's like Ed Sheeran. He, I think he did a loop or something of Marvin Gaye song. He got sued for it though. And that's how powerful it is when that hit, from so long ago.
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye.
Yeah. So are you going to value the creation of that hit by an hour?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So there's a
Now,
mismatch. And so I had to learn these types of things and understand the value that I'm creating for people. And then that's one part of it, right? So there's the articulation of value. And then the other part of it is I came from Virginia. So I was born in Norfolk, Virginia, right?
Awful.
Norfolk, where
Yeah. It's in the South.
Timberland and Missy
Timberland.
and Pharrell and Teddy Riley moved to that
Not
area.
that bad then.
Yeah, I came from that area, the Hampton Roads area, and so the other piece of it is, so you have the communication of value, right?
Right. Yeah.
Right, and then you have the separation of time out of money, time from money,
Yeah.
and then the other piece that's super important. See, in Virginia, I was taught, don't talk so much about all your accomplishments,
Yeah.
right? You want to stay humble and all of that. Wrong.
Oh, really? Okay.
Wrong. Think about it. Okay, so there were times where I would win awards and so forth. I wouldn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Right? I had songs placed on big shows or with artists. I didn't really talk about it. Right? So how would anyone know that I was capable of helping them achieve success if I didn't talk about it? They wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden, the value I'm able to provide is not being communicated because, I'm kind of keeping it to myself, what's happening and all of that. So I had to, that's another wrong, right?
That's right.
Wrong. You must communicate what it is that you're up to, and not from bragging or not like, I'm trying to make myself better than somebody else or anything like that. but or just trying to shine, get your shine on, or whatever that is, for not that, but it's a communication of what you have to offer and the world that comes with that, right?
Yeah.
And so once I started doing those things, and there are other things that I did, which I have included in Wealth and Impact Bootcamp, and it's all over. Like, there's different practices and things that I've learned from billionaires, things that I've learned from centimillionaires over my journey that I had to put into a program so other people could take the learnings that I've learned and apply it to themselves. And so as a result, some people become financially independent. Some people grow large audiences. Like, big transformations have happened in Wealth and Impact Bootcamp because, again, I've shared, just like I'm sharing here.
Yeah.
And so for your audience members, you want to be someone that is a communicator of who you are for people in the world so that they get who you are. Yeah. And so like that.
Wow. Yeah, it's kind of like, obviously from the sporting world, one of the big examples of kind of like giving some kind of promotion, because you're talking about self-promotion here a little bit, but in the boxing world, that's huge, to get these fights going. And in the professional boxing world, not in the amateur, with the Olympics going on, it's great that they get there, but they don't really do too much. They call it hype, but it's not hype. It's all part of getting to sell the tickets, to get people to watch pay-per-view, and saying this is the fight of the century. But are you kind of saying that works in the music business as well, or in any walks of life? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I'm saying, and I'm not talking about hype.
No, that's what I mean. They call it hype in boxing, but it's not hype. It's not hype. It's marketing.
It's marketing.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm saying that whether you're in the music industry, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a dentist, whether you're a coach, an author, right? It's all about promotion, creating visibility.
Right, I see,
so that people can identify, oh, it's you that I need. It's you that can help me. It's you that has the keys for whatever it is that I'm looking to do, right?
Yeah.
And so what you do when you don't do that is you're doing a disservice to people by staying humble.
Yeah, I know.
Right? By staying humble and not talking about what it is that you have the value to offer people. And you're actually hurting people that you could be helping.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I see your point. I know some doctors that are on my network, like LinkedIn and that, and they're doing exactly that. They're also quite well known because they're on on the TV all the time talking about health issues, and they're quite a celebrity. Yeah. And they know, although they work at a regular practice, probably a well-known one, they work as a doctor, but they're going on TV saying, well, this, they do it in the UK as well. They have a regular celebrity doctor on there talking about, or, the coronavirus, especially now, this is what's going on, blah, 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 and it can affect this health condition. And so, that's the kind of thing you're talking about, isn't it? That's boasting, is it?
Yeah, no, that is communicating a difference and making a difference in a bigger way. Yeah. Right?
Absolutely.
And so what happens for that doctor that goes on television? Okay. You call him a celebrity doctor because he's on television.
Yeah, because everyone gets to know them.
Right. Because he gets known. Right. And I help people develop celebrity. Right. And so it's like, okay, so he's on television. And well, okay, do you think his practice when he gets off of television, do you think people will pay a little bit more for him to see them?
I'm sure he'll be able to raise his rate, or she will be able to raise the rate, because they are going to be on demand, aren't they? I mean, I know you're saying it's not about demand, but
yes, it starts to cause demand.
Yeah.
Right? So the demand becomes a byproduct.
Yeah.
And then so when you start having demand, what happens in economies when there's a lot of demand and you have a scarce resource like somebody's time, then if they don't raise their prices, right, then they're doing themselves a disservice. So that doctor can now, because they're on television in front of more people and more people getting exposed to their specialized knowledge and help and value, now they can raise their rates. And now, me as a music producer, having gotten that,
Yeah.
I was able to raise my rates and I was able to get myself out of debt. I was able to get $75,000 out of debt. And I remember getting this check one day for $20,000 and I'm out of debt. And I looked at the $20,000 check and I said, now what?
Yeah.
So I learned everything I needed to do in order to get out of debt. But now what do you do with the money?
Because you're going to keep making that same money, even though now you're back in,
Well,
in the money again. You cleared your debt, but you're still making that money. So,
well, so now what do you do with the money? So now I have to learn how to invest it, how to
Yeah.
manage it, how to do those things. And
no credit cards.
Huh? Yeah.
No,
yeah. So,
no credit cards.
So all of that, and then
Yeah.
and then there's nothing wrong with credit cards.
No. As long as you use it properly.
See, I have a different perspective on credit cards at this point.
Right.
And I have a different perspective on debt at this point because debt can be leveraged to build wealth.
Yeah.
So there's consumer debt, right? That's not making you money. But if you get debt that's going to actually make you money, right? More than the percentage that you have to pay it back. So let's just use a quick example. So let's say, your credit card is 9% and you take $10,000 and put something on $10,000 and it's 9%. Well, if you put that $10,000 into something that's going to yield 20%, then now all of a sudden you actually are making money off of that debt.
Yeah.
Right? That's a different way of looking at credit cards.
Well, it's a bit like when people invest in properties, and when they've got 3 properties, now they're going to get 10 properties. They're not using their own money; they're using other people's money, including.
Exactly.
It's called leverage, I suppose.
It is called leverage. And leverage is one of the distinctions that I love to use.
Yeah.
Because there are so many different ways that leverage can be used. But so all of these things are just have been part of my journey. And so I've created, because I really stand for people thriving. I stand for dignity and compassion for myself and all human beings. I want people to be able to live into their full potential and be free of the suffering of whether it's financial suffering, whether it's emotional suffering, whether it's mental suffering, whether it's environmental suffering. And so everything that I've created, whether it's the Wealth and Impact Bootcamp, or whether it's the 100 Days Impact Challenge, or whether it's this LinkedIn Wealth and Impact Bootcamp that's launching shortly.
Right. Okay.
Right. These are all products that I've created to really help people elevate. And uplift.
So, Marcus, I mean, we're going to talk about the 100 Days Challenge. I mean, one of the other things is that obviously you've worked with some great names out there. Obviously, I quoted a few, and I'm a seasoned veteran now, so I've been around big names in sports, in different sports, because I've done things up to. It's called the Commonwealth Games, but it's like the Olympic Games now. So I was around other sports people that were big names, but you've been around big music names, obviously, the ones I've mentioned, and probably, you've probably been around, for a while with some.
Here's what I want to say about big names.
Yeah.
Every big name started off as a small name.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
Yeah.
There's no one, well, I'll take that back. I was about to say there's no one that starts off as a big name, but if you're born into a family of celebrity, you can be born into a name.
Yeah.
Right? But for most people are born into a small name.
And I've seen that in sports as well, because they want to use sports as a way to get out of either poverty or to get through bullying or something like that. They use it as a way to get through. Yeah,
and increasing the value of your name. So when we say small name versus big name, What I'm talking about here in terms of small name is the marketplace hasn't realized its value yet. So it's like it's like a penny stock that's about to be Amazon.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right? So you may be a penny stock, some unknown company, but inside of you exists Amazon.
Yeah.
Right? Inside of you is Jeff Bezos before people knew the name Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Right.
He's going off in a spaceship at the moment. It's probably in space now. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and so this is a thing. So I love developing artists. My company supports about 450 different writers, producers, artists, some Grammy Award winners, some Emmy Award winners, some people that are known, some people that are unknown. And when we have writers camps and people come to LA and to participate in a writers camp, it's not about the name.
No.
It's about once you're in that room and once the beat starts going, once the microphone is turned on, it's an even playing field. Same thing in sports, right?
Same thing.
You can be unknown, but when they say, "Oh, go," and everyone starts running down that, it doesn't matter what your name is.
When you look at a final, it's anyone's final, unless you really like Usain Bolt or something like that. But even then, it's still anyone's final. If something happens to him, like a false start or injury in the race, pulled hamstring, it's anyone's race. Like you say, it's a level playing field, isn't it?
Yes, it's anyone's final.
Yeah.
I love that. See, because if you're going about your life in that way, that you are a champion. Yeah. Right? That you are a gold medalist in your field, that you're a gold medalist in music, right? Or that you're a gold medalist in whatever it is your field is, if you are acting as if. I was just interviewing this professional basketball player. Yeah. And he didn't have anybody in his environment. His name is Dre Baldwin. Okay. Right. He didn't have anyone in his environment that was saying, "Oh, you can make it. You can be a professional basketball player." Right. Mm-hmm. He acted as if. So he trained as if he was going to be a professional basketball player. So when that opportunity got created for him to try out for a professional team, his acting as if made it a reality. Yeah. So whatever it is that you want to do, if you want to become a big name, meaning someone that has big marketplace value, okay, then you have to do the things that big names do.
That's right, yeah. It's all about mindset. It's about the mindset.
So this is a beautiful thing about 100 Days Impact Challenge, right? So mindset is a partial solution.
Right, I see.
It's partial but incomplete. And so there's mindset, there's environment, there's the so mindset is a partial and incomplete solution, right? To bringing value to your name in the marketplace, so that you're increasing your value to become a big name and whatever that thing is, right? So there's the mindset aspect, which is all what's happening in between your ears. Yeah. Then but even with mindset, there's a biology aspect. Yes. Right? Yeah. So if your amygdala gets hijacked, right, then you lose capacity. Yeah. So it doesn't matter how you can think yourself all that you want, but if your amygdala gets hijacked for some reason, then you lose capacity. Yeah. Right? If you're tired, then no matter what your mindset is, right, at some point your body's going to break down. So mindset is one piece. Your body, your environment, yes, right? All of these other factors determine your success as a champion or not.
Right, I see. So this is where a kind of neuroscience can come into it as well, really, because that's connected with mind and body, isn't it?
Absolutely. And actually, it's so much about neuroscience that's not realized, that people don't know. So our thoughts are actually physical.
Yeah.
And the way the neural networks connect,
Yeah.
you can physically see thoughts happening in the brain,
Yep.
right? And so when you're doing something repetitiously, then you're solidifying and you're awakening,
Yes.
and then solidifying networks in your brain
Yes.
that it brings new meaning to the words you become it.
Yes.
You actually do become it
Yeah.
because your brain becomes it.
Yeah. By connecting those connections, and it's building and building and building like that.
Exactly.
For those thought patterns to get bigger and grow bigger. So it's kind of like, that's why in sports, and I know maybe in music and other business, like in the entrepreneurs, they use visualization a lot now. That's a very powerful tool. But there's other areas, that's only one aspect. There's obviously mindfulness, there's NLP, there's quite a lot of tools being used. But visualization is a physical way of looking at something to make the mind think of something that you're going to do that's powerful before you actually do it.
Absolutely.
Like you visualize that gold medal before you win it, kind of thing. And it's building those connections in the mind because you're going to do it. You're rehearsing it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You visualize that song before you hop on stage to sing it. You visualize the response from the audience, the connection that you're going to make.
Yeah.
You visualize that moment. I do that before I walk into a creative environment. Before I walk into the creative environment, I'm already there visualizing an outcome. Right, an outcome of greatness, right? So visualization is you just hit on a very important thing.
Yeah.
And so there are many things that we could talk about.
Yeah. I mean, I learned because I've been around sports coaching at first, but now there's so many because I was in the late 70s, early 80s. I've been around, as a kid from school. So it's everywhere now. That kind of thinking is not only in sports; it's in business, it's in music, it's everywhere now. So it's very powerful. So I think this is really a great thing. This 100 days impact, and but when people sign up, what would they expect to do in the 100 days impact? How do they go through the signing up process and then throughout to explain it?
Yeah, so they just go to 100 days with a Z impactchallenge.com.
Yeah.
Right, 100 days with a Z impactchallenge.com. They can sign up there. It's, there's a mini course. It really is a system program. So there's a course inside of it that talks about touches on some of the things that we've mentioned here, but it goes deeper. And then there's a community. There's an inner circle where we bring on guests every Monday, and we have top of field people, some people that you would never ever be able to actually see in person, right?
Yeah,
Pop stars on there, you come on, you'll be able to interact with them. You'll be able to interact with me as well around your challenge, and so once people sign up for the 100 days inner circle, a whole world opens up for them because they get access to all the replays and that. So what I've created inside of 100 days impact challenge is a tremendous amount of value that's well exceeding other things that I've seen in the marketplace in terms of challenges, and there's a commitment that we have in my organization. We're in this for at least 10 years because this is a movement.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure with movements they grow bigger, and you've got books on branding. I know it's specific to music business; it can apply anywhere, really. Branding, but this is a brand as well, isn't it? 100 days impact that can grow.
Yes.
So, it sounds really great and spot on with what I know about, in my own sort of niche, if you like. And all the same thing. People from all walks of life can actually use this 100 days impact to get where they want to go, from where they are now, can't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So how much does it cost, or does it, can people sort of try it out, or how does it work?
Yeah, so it's $1 a day.
Oh, well, that's less than a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee will probably just wake you up, but this will move you forward.
Yeah. To join the challenge, and then the inner circle is a membership. So every month, and depending upon, where, how fast you act on the membership to join the inner circle, like that. But basically, someone can step into a world of opportunity to really get after their most important aims, to move and break through beyond fear. They get videos every single day from me, and emails and text message reminders every single day to encourage them, to keep them present to what they're committed to. And so there's a whole system. Like I said, there's a whole system in place to help move people from where they are to where they want to be.
Oh, great. That sounds fantastic. Maybe one day I'll be able to jump in and help, some of the people there in the little circle.
We'll have to have you on.
Give some of my coaching expertise.
You
and
have some athletic background.
That's right. Yeah.
Interview you in the inner circle.
That's right. Yeah. That'd be great. That'd be great stuff.
All right.
Well, Marcus, it's great having you here. I know there's been a couple of technical hiccups, but we managed to do it at last. So
all right.
This is going to be what I call a signature episode for my relaunch. So this will be played back, and I'm going to post it regularly, every month or so, to remind people about this program, the 100 Days, because obviously I'm a coach as well, and I'd like to endorse this if you don't mind. So I'll be sort of promoting this episode and your work doing this. It's really great that I think you're doing. So can you remind everyone?
Thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate the conversation and all that you're doing, and that you're providing for people through this medium. You have so much value to offer people, and so I'm so happy to be able to exchange with you in this way.
Oh, that's fantastic, Marcus. And I was really grateful. I'm really grateful for you to come on the show as well and share this very, very great work you're doing as well. And also to share your story about where you come from and how you've managed to sort of get where you are today as well, so people can be inspired. And that's what the show is all about, really, So, thanks a lot as well for coming on the show as well, Marcus.
All right.
Okay, excellent. Bye-bye.
That's all for this episode. Thanks for listening. And remember, if you want to support what we do, then share, subscribe, and leave a review over on Apple Podcasts. Or head over to my website, davepalmer.com, and click on Rate Show. Well, that's all for now, but I'll see you in the next episode of The Dave Palmer Show.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.